Hey guys, welcome to Four Nerds, and this is Samantha Wynn.
Hey everybody!
Guys?
Thank you
All right.
for joining us on another Four Nerd Show.
Look out,
Episode
Dawson!
58.
I'm taking over Dawson's spot. I'm the fourth nerd.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Four Nerds. We are Four Nerds, or a different variation of Four Nerds, and
multiverse.
Multiverse.
Multipass.
Indeed. So, how's everybody doing out there, man? How you guys doing?
See,
Oh,
in
great.
this universe, this is Dawson because he has glasses. So
He does have
Dawson,
glasses.
We had Max.
Yeah.
Max is Dawson.
Yeah.
Hi, haters. Thanks for the 10 thumbs down. Appreciate you supporting the show.
I didn't think we'd actually get that many dislikes right off the bat, but hey, you know,
Hey, engagement is engagement.
Yeah. I'm jealous of your intro. I mean, besides the intro, Samantha Wynn. Woo.
Yeah.
She's an amazing,
that
she's
was
an amazing
fire.
lady.
You know,
Fire.
I've always been a big fan of your intro, Max.
Oh, I gotta update my intro.
Harsh language or whatever.
Strong opinions.
Strong opinions.
I used to scream more. I try to not scream as much.
Yeah.
I'm also, this madman's waking up from a nap, so I'm not as mad right now. But I'm hyped to be on the Four Nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it to Jarbo. Wow.
Yeah. Want this legs? Just get me on there. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's true. That's true. He can outdo me for the dislikes. That's for sure.
Well,
He
there
doesn't
you
have to
go.
try
There you
either.
go.
He just got to show up. And people were like, "Oh, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, oh, he's in the comments. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Thumbs down."
They should add the like and dislike button to commenters in the chat. Matt Jarbo.
Yeah, I like your comment. I dislike your comment.
Yo, if they did that shit would be fucking wild, dude.
Yes.
If they added, you could like or dislike comments. The comment section on any video would get ridiculous, man. More ridiculous than it already does.
Yes, I agree.
What's
What's up, everyone in the chat? It's good to see you here.
What's
Thank
up,
you so
Primo?
much
What's up?
for your
What's up?
support.
What's up, Primo?
Hey, what up?
What up?
Mhm.
Frank decided to say, hey, what up,
Frank's
Frank?
up in here.
So what are you guys doing? Originally scheduling a stream for when the Suicide Squad premieres. We had to push it back.
Max,
Yeah, well,
Max, you're giving us too much credit. To be honest, we didn't think that far ahead, and then we thought about it today. And said, "Hey, that's a good idea. We ought to push this shit back."
Well, HBO Max hadn't been dropping their shit this early. When I got up this morning to go to work, I saw I can't remember who the fuck posted it, but they were like, "Oh shit!" Like the HBO Max is going to drop Suicide Squad at 7 p.m. Eastern time instead of the
About
normal.
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
About that though. Okay, so this is just a thought. Now they could have easily have dropped this at midnight Pacific time,
Mhm.
obviously, and just like it did with the Snyder Cut, just like Disney
Yeah.
does with all their episodes and whatnot.
Yep.
But instead, they chose to drop it at 7 p.m. Eastern time
On Thursday.
Yep.
on a Thursday, right? So this also leads me to believe that, like, were they
One
trying
of
to-
the thumbs down is James Gunn.
James Gunn, but the idea is that were they setting this up because in the hopes that the servers will crash? Like, if we tell them when to log in to watch the movie, maybe then we'll say, look at this. This is crazy. Look at how everyone's jumping on here. Everyone's ready for it. Could this be another tactic by WB to pump, to make their movie look better? And not to say it's a bad movie. I haven't seen it yet, and I want to see it. I'm gonna see it tonight, so I'll be one of those people clicking on like play, to watch it.
Yeah.
But I that's why I think about when I saw at 7 p.m. I thought, okay, you did it for Suicide Squad, but you wouldn't do it for Zack Snyder's Justice League. You'll drop that at midnight and let everyone else deal with it.
Yeah. I think that's
I don't think servers are going to crash today, though.
No.
I don't think so either.
I think my thought when I saw
Unless they
that
pay
was-
them to crash. They're like, hey,
No, I do.
They're like, here we go.
I do remember a certain debacle when I had my early access and it just didn't even work. Yeah, I remember that shit.
No,
but my first thought was that they maybe the premieres are tonight too. The premieres are tonight, and maybe if they did the normal thing what Disney Plus does or whatever, maybe too much word of mouth gets out there. Little premiere streaming numbers might drop a tad bit.
But that's the thing too, is that if this came out at midnight, right, you would already have reviews online, videos. They're like, no, we want to let everyone do it all at once.
You're not being fair to Warner Brothers. They did that. They really did a nice premiere for the Snyder Cut too. They put it in Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, exactly. That
was early access.
I've been checking all the animated and family friendly for Suicide. Now that would be then they would get some lawsuits if they put the Suicide Squad in a children's property like.
I think so because of all the dick jokes. Assholes
and the gore too. I mean, Anthony, you've had the privilege of watching this movie.
Yes,
there's a lot of gore. Is that right? It's very bloody.
Is it more gore or less gore than Rambo, the last
or Total Recall?
Or Total
I don't think people know.
Total Recall.
Total Recall was a very violent movie.
Maybe when you watched it. You talking about the Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Real quick,
movie.
Before we get too deep into the conversation, let's bring on another variation to the Four Nerds.
Oh,
Philip Barker, what's good, Phil?
What's up?
I see you got the Golden Girls. Blanche is my golden girl.
Yes.
I think Nickatina's more of a Dorothy fan.
I've never seen someone so cool rocking a Golden Girl shirt.
Doctor Doom is my favorite Marvel villain outside of Carnage. So,
all right.
Nice.
Well, this is what we need though. In Marvel movie, we need a Doctor Doom movie, right? But I also want to.
Holly was working on one.
Oh, I thought you were treating out to touch me. I was excited, but you were just getting a drink. You're like, oh. I was like, he's like, Doctor Doom's my favorite. I was like, whoa.
So Steve brought up a good point. He said, the Snyder Cut had a premiere, right? It had Kevin Smith and all that. And it did. And they did do that. But here's the thing. If they would have found a way to make it to where they would have released the Snyder Cut in episodic form, it would have been so much bigger than it would have been much more successful and bigger than it is now. Because think about it. After the second episode, the word of mouth that goes around, like, hey, have you seen this? It's so good. Every week, it would have built up to the premiere of the next episode for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it would have been huge.
It would have been bigger for
Game
YouTubers and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, because every week would have been another event. Or there would have been so much, speculation videos.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Andre would have been like, do you think that Batgirl is going to have Deathstroke in it? And we're like, no, dude.
I'm just
Zack
saying.
Snyder's Justice League. Not the same movie.
When it comes to that, I am just saying that I don't want to see it like that, but I can see WB going woke and saying, hey, let's take elements of the Batfleck movie and integrate that into our Batgirl movie. Now, make it a Batgirl.
They've already done that. They've already done that with Batman.
So the dead ringer for that would be if they're like, hey, the villain for Batgirl, Ravager, Slade Wilson's daughter. It's like, you got to be fucking kidding me, really?
But I'm saying though, I can see it to where he's training Batgirl, and Deathstroke does his thing, and then they have to team up to stop Deathstroke.
So, in this universe, do you think that Jericho is alive?
No,
because he's the reason why Deathstroke was upset with Batman.
I would say no.
Personal, yes. At the end,
it was personal.
It's got to be one of the kids.
If they go with that, yes.
Yeah, one of the kids.
Deathstroke's pups.
Deathstroke's, my pups got killed by Batman. He ran him over.
He ran him over in his Batmobile.
I left him by the window and they busted through.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Pete, how are people feeling about the Batgirl? I'm okay with it. I think
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with the casting.
Daniel's coming in hot. with a Batgirl is gonna suck. Christina Hodgson is writing it in Birds of Prey was absolute terrible. Thank you so much, Daniel.
I agree.
Go subscribe to my channel, bro, because me and you were on the same page here.
No, Daniel, I agree with that. I fully agree with that. However, I would hope that people improve over time, and so maybe her writing has improved. Maybe I don't know. We'll see how the next one turns out. She's only done one, and I wasn't a big fan of it either. But
I'm one of those people that don't dislike that movie like you guys dislike it.
I don't.
No, I know
Ryan
you love
dislikes it more than any other.
I hadn't seen a video of you guys taking Birds of Prey and throwing it in the toilet and streaming on it.
Whoa!
No, because I won't spend the money on it.
Yeah,
you have to buy it in order to do that. I don't want to buy it.
But see, like for Ryan, Birds of Prey is right there.
Oh, yo, thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Birds of Prey is trite.
While you're at that, I have a channel too. All those 10 dislikes.
Yeah. Go to Max's channel, subscribe to his channel. It's Movie Madness
Entertainment.
No, it's what is it? Geeks
MME.
You're
talking about what it used to be?
Yeah. What was it?
It was Geeks and Gamers Entertainment.
Entertainment. No, now it's Movie Madness Entertainment, right? MME.
Yeah. I launched a new OnlyFans series this week.
But okay. So I guess yeah. So what is your take on Christina's writing so far? As far as we're gonna get to the next one's gonna be The Flash, which hopefully doesn't suck.
Oh, she does write The Flash.
She wrote The Flash.
She wrote the screenplay for The Flash.
And so what we know is that Ben had a couple
notes
she keeps
for her.
Work. She keeps getting work, because they're doubling down on her. So she already penned the Batgirl script. That was already done. That was back when
Joss Whedon. Batgirl the first thing she did?
Yeah. Batgirl was before Birds of Prey.
Right.
So it's not it's gonna be that's an earlier work. That's closer to what her Bumblebee thing was. And everybody needs to know that her Bumblebee
how many breakfast sandwiches are in it?
Was after Cybertron. So everything after Cybertron was her. Everything before Cybertron was visual effects.
You know for a fact.
Yeah,
that she had nothing to do.
She had nothing to do with
because
the
everyone always says,
because everybody goes back and they think about Bumblebee because they love that scene. It's nostalgia, and it's not her. That was the director, and he was also going to have Megatron in it, but they were like, no, that contradicts the whole Frozen Bay shit, whatever. And yes, so unfortunately, but yeah, so her movie. Bumblebee is basically a retelling of E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I've already seen that shit. So I've already seen that.
So her career consists of this.
Borrowing.
She wrote the movie Shut In. I never saw that one.
Never.
Unforgettable.
I forgot. I don't know.
I forgot. And then she wrote Bumblebee, Birds of Prey, The Flash, and now she's in pre-production writing the screenplay for Batgirl. So they're definitely putting all their eggs in one basket because maybe they feel like, hey, look, let's keep her on this because she will create continuity between these movies.
I thought you were going to say controversy.
This is what I'm assuming.
Philip, your thoughts on Birds of Prey? Because I don't want to be the only one saying, hey, it sucks or whatever. You may have loved it. It's probably along the lines of how you felt about Suicide Squad, but I could be wrong. Go right ahead.
Okay, so the way I look at the current DC Extended Universe films, I've talked to Anthony about this. I put them in kind of a range. I don't necessarily find any of them overtly terrible or trashy or even bad, but I would probably just put them on a range of meh to Zack Snyder's Justice League. So,
that's the range.
And do you consider Birds of Prey Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I would actually put it it's on the lower end of my bar. It's above the Suicide Squad, FYI. But personally,
wow.
Now,
wait.
In case anyone doesn't know, in case anyone doesn't know,
heat there. You mean the one coming out in an hour?
Yes, the one that's coming out in an hour is the bottom. It is at the very bottom of my list.
Oh,
he's seen it already.
I've seen it, and I'm gonna watch it again. But as it stands right now,
thanks
it's at the bottom.
You just killed my night.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Phil. Unfiltered.
I'm golden.
There you go.
And we all know that how Anthony ranks it is it's a rung above Man of Steel. You know, where
what? No,
I can't be seen on camera with you.
No, we are on the same MF and page about the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
What?
Anthony. Ryan gets the first
no.
one of the evening.
Why am I here? You guys are hurting. I was looking forward to a movie.
I'm still
like it.
Like
no, because there's a lot of people that like it.
Mine deter
we have a cat in the chat.
James Gunn, we trust.
Spinker,
Isn't that what we say in the Snyderverse and James Gunn, we trust?
James Gunn, we trust. Is that where's that at?
Look, I don't think the Suicide Squad's a bad movie. I don't think Birds of Prey a bad movie either. Here's the thing.
You know what?
There are things in the movies that I am not a fan of. For example,
all right, it's got to be better than Wonder Woman 84. It has to be.
What, the Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Dude, I just told you it's at the bottom. What do you think?
It's like at the bottom.
Like I like 84 over the Suicide Squad.
But guys, this one has Sylvester Stallone. You can't go wrong with he's the Demolition Man. He's Rambo.
Wait, Rotten Tomatoes tells me different. Really, should I trust you or Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't give a shit about Rotten Tomatoes.
Why would you trust Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, that's the worst.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm all depressed now.
That's like going back and listening to Collider. Come on now. Does anybody still? I'm sorry, but does anybody listen to Collider anymore?
I don't.
No, because Jeff Snyder blocked me, so I don't really give a shit.
So I put it in the chat, you guys. How does everyone rank Birds of Prey? 1 out of 10. What do you give?
There you go. There you go. If you haven't seen it with no spoilers, Birds of Prey is a 4 for Jason. There you go.
For me, it's a solid 6.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
No wonder why you got a thumbs down.
Seven.
Birds of Prey. That's okay. Birds of Prey.
I would give it a 5. A 5.
Zach says, okay. 6 out of 10. That's pretty high. For me, I would probably say it's either a 3 or a 4 for me.
I think I have Birds of Prey
because it's there are things that I dug in it, but for the most part, it wasn't good.
Dark Star
5. There you go.
187 gave it a 5.
Yeah. When you're talking about, especially what Phil was just talking about, like you guys said, what does it rank in the DCEU? For me, it's all the Suicide Squad. Yeah, it's.
Well, I put like Wonder Woman, 84. Mm-hmm. I'll put that a rung above because all of the actors did good. Their acting was great. The story was stupid, but the acting.
All of the acting in the Suicide Squad is on point. Now, with the material they were given, that's the question. So that's why I was like, before we started, I was talking about like tomorrow, everybody's invited to come on and fucking either air your grievances about the Suicide Squad.
I think my world's gonna get crushed tonight.
Or praise the Suicide Squad. Like if you really loved it, fucking come on the show tomorrow. Why you loved it. If you didn't like it.
We're getting the whole DCEU broken down by everyone in the chat. Like Aquaman 8.5 out of 10, Wonder Woman 9 out of 10.
That's
Snyder Cut 9.
There you go. Yes, I agree with those. Those are good. Those are good.
Every time I watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, there's more and more layers that are being revealed.
It's like an onion.
It's like an onion. A blooming onion. Where's Jesse Allen? Where's he at? It's like, we got the Outback.
Well, who was your?
They do have Captain Boomerang.
Who was your favorite in the movie? The actor.
Who's my favorite?
Yeah, favorite character in the Suicide Squad.
Will Smith.
Idris Elba's Bloodsport and Ratcatcher.
Oh, I just said it. Will Smith.
Ryan, you're so funny.
Didn't feel like. You know what? Don't answer this question because it's going to ruin it. But
I would say for me, it was Ratcatcher. Yes.
Really?
Okay, really.
Ratcatcher was fire, dude. I'm telling you.
Ratcatcher probably had the best story in the whole movie.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
That is,
okay.
Yeah.
I can relate with her because she likes to sleep a lot too, so that was awesome.
That's good.
Well,
that's what I was doing right before this.
Nice.
Yeah, no, but I would say, Ratcatcher.
Okay.
Bloodsport was good. I mean, look, I'm telling you, man, the performances are across the board. Even
Stallone.
What about Cena?
Dare I say,
Dare you say it?
But his performance was fire. It's just what he was given to do in the movie. And so look, we're about, let's see, in 40 minutes, people are gonna start watching this shit. I can't wait to see like these responses to it. Just because
am I gonna go full madman after I see this? Because sometimes I get really angry.
It depends.
No.
Look, me and Phil talked about this after we both saw it, and we chatted a bit before my show last week. And the fact that, like, yo, in my theater, 99% of the people were like, I swear to God, I was over there like,
because I was pissed at Wonder Woman 84.
Okay. I got one audible laugh the entire time, and the entire theater didn't laugh.
Now, did you guys laugh at the same joke, or did you guys laugh at two different jokes?
Wait a minute. The one I was, it's one, and here's the thing: one of my least liked characters was Peacemaker, but the funniest moment.
Well, you have a series.
Okay,
this is what he said.
We're on the same page because Peacemaker is not one of my favorite characters either, but he is in probably one of the best sequences in the movie, and it's towards the beginning of the movie.
All the promotion with Cena with him walking around as Peacemaker and he's trying to be funny is like absolute cringe to me. Like all the interviews, I'm like, really, this is all.
Do you think that his character earned a standalone TV show?
No.
Okay.
No, that spit not no.
Gotcha.
Bill, what about you? Did he deserve his own show?
No.
Ratcatcher would.
Yes. Yes. 1,000 to anyone else but fucking Peacemaker, please.
She is really good. Really, really, really good.
Okay.
Let's see. The only things about Birds of Prey is Margot Robbie and Huntress. Everything else was a complete disaster and disrespectful to comics.
See, Margot Robbie, I mean, she's the sort of staple. You know, everybody loved her in Suicide Squad.
I think she's
everybody loved her in Birds of Prey. So I think that a lot of people who like Margot Robbie just kind of give Birds of Prey a pass because they like her character so much.
In fairness, in my defense for Birds of Prey, I love Journey Smollett Bell and I love Black Canary, so I was there from day one.
Yeah.
So so this is what I'm talking about, and Max agrees as well. I'm sorry, but like you have to stay in character when you're dressed like this. I mean, when you start
right.
Warner Brothers should release the Air cut.
You know, I think it's
don't do that. Come on, just be in character. Don't be like, I think it's it looks ridiculous. Then it's like, why are you wearing that?
It's like apologizing to China all over.
It's a costume.
I love Margot Robbie, but her
really think
I love what he said though. I love what he said.
James creative freedom, and one of the things James does so well
anyway.
Okay. Now he's gone into full.
I don't want to show too much. Warner Bros. Is going to be like, hey, that's our property right there. But it's an interview. I don't care. Take it down.
Walter Hamada's like, I didn't apologize. Take it down.
RJ loves Cena. He keeps trying to tell me Cena's amazing on everything. RJ, listen, I want him to be good. I keep waiting. I keep waiting. I keep hearing about John Cena.
If John Cena's having fun, that's all that matters. Like,
as far as
what is he, your kid?
As far as Margot's comments on the red carpet, like her response to that question, look,
that was lame.
I
love her.
It was
no. That was the lamest. I like all cuts. There's many cuts exist. That wasn't in the question.
I just recently got a cut and I put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, I just think
I cut myself on the Bobby.
She's in too deep with like Warner Brothers and all of that shit. She's not going to say
She had to answer that as carefully as possible, just like Henry Cavill did.
We'll go. Do you have Joel Kinnaman? His was the best. I love Joel Kinnaman.
Joel Kinnaman looked like he was just like, I don't want to talk about this, but yeah, I do. He's very uncomfortable. Not as uncomfortable.
He's like, guys, come on, man. You saw what happened to RoboCop.
I'll tell you that.
Listen, that's another one on my list, Ryan. I recommend the RoboCop reboot. It's very good.
I didn't mind it. It's not. It's inferior to the old one.
Oh yeah,
it's inferior. But I didn't mind it. Like if I never saw Peter Weller's version, then his version would have been fine.
It's one of the best reboots ever. That RoboCop.
Really?
Yeah.
Another horrible reboot was like Total Recall with Kate Beckinsale and
fucking Farrell.
Farrell. Colin Farrell. Yeah, that was horrible.
Bryan Cranston up in there, like, yo, just relax. She was visibly pissed after getting asked that Erica question. There's a video of her.
Yes.
Oh no, people were alluding to,
and she was so political in her answer.
It was like one of these like captionists. Why is she upset? And people were commenting, "I just got asked about the air," but they don't know what she was upset about.
No one really knows what she was saying in Peacemaker. So.
Maybe she had a tummy ache. You never know.
Yeah.
Do you have any Pepto?
She's like, I have bubble guts.
I'm why no Katana? Why no Katana in this?
I don't know.
Man, she was dope. I mean, there was a lot of characters that were
imagine her in this.
She would have been the first one.
Like this she could actually use it in this. It's not a PG-13 version. She could actually cut shit up, you know.
I'd buy that for $1. Yes.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's look, like I said, I've been saying it all week long. I can't wait for everybody else to watch this thing a little bit later on this evening and like really have some discussions because, and I'm gonna watch it again because I always give every movie at least one chance, but like with this one, it's the thing.
I'll give it two. I'll give it two. Yeah, that way, you know, I mean, even Birds of Prey, I'll watch that shit twice. Yeah, and just to make sure I made an informed decision.
Right now, Ryan, you hold Birds of Prey on the same level as The Last Jedi. I mean, like they're like neck and neck.
The Last Jedi and the Skywalker shit. So, you know, those are all on the same fucking shelf.
So the
I'm just totally disavowed it. Like it is what it is. They had no choice.
So the Ayer theatrical cut versus this.
What's that?
The Ayer theatrical cut. You know, the one that was he's messed with, versus this.
I have that above the Suicide Squad.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Studio Squad.
All right. I came here to be have a positive time. I came here to get hyped.
Look, this.
You asked. No. Honest opinions. I appreciate that. My wife. I hope my wife likes it. She was really just wanting to leave with Wonder Woman 84, and she was looking forward to it. And she's super positive toward movies. Like I'm not just a hater to hate things. She's like, this is stupid.
When I first saw Wonder Woman 84, I liked it, and then when I watched it a second time, I was like, "Whoa, this movie kind of sucks." I started noticing all the fucking stupidness about it.
You do. Like
this is kind of
stunt work and.
Exactly. When you start talking about it, you're like,
that's not a good example. I can watch Gal rolling on the ground.
Let me just settle your soul for you a little bit. Okay?
Not with kids though. But
let me just settle your soul a little bit. Okay, I don't necessarily think it's a terrible or bad movie. It is just a movie that is definitely not made for me.
Okay,
there you go.
Exactly. Perfect. And that's what I'm saying. Like, besides talking about
like Captain Marvel, that shit wasn't made for me.
Well, I do like Marvel movies. I do like the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really? The first one is good.
Yeah, me too.
The second one is shit.
I still think that's his best movie.
Yeah, the first one was really, really good. The pacing of it, the character
it was refreshing because again, Marvel had gotten into this structure, and they were like, "This is the movie, and this is how we're going to make movies." And then James Gunn came in and showed us something different. And then so they tried to go out of form. They did go back into the structure for Ant-Man and for Doctor Strange. They were like, "This is how we make movies," blah blah blah, whatever. But they do kind of stray, and when they stray, it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't.
Well, by the time in Guardians Part 1, but by the time they got to the prison scene and they were playing the Hooked on a Feeling song, at that point I was like, dude, this is a good movie. Like I was fully on board. I was like, dude, this is good. I'm fully into this right now.
A second watch to appreciate that movie.
See, I saw it in D-Box, so I saw it in 3D, and I had the seats that like vibrate and they move with the.
Wait, where did you go?
It's
you
called
went to
D-Box.
the adult shows?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. No, it was a D-Box in Folsom.
This movie is great.
It was badass. I was like, whoa.
I think I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah. So it was in 3D, and the chair has like a subwoofer, and it moves. If they're in space, you're like, it was badass. I was like, this movie's awesome.
I probably want to enjoy Suicide Squad. Hey, look, man. Like I said, man. Like
I watched it for Idris Elba.
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so without spoiling anything, Margot Robbie's performance as Harley Quinn.
Fire.
Which movie is her best performance? This one, Suicide, or Birds of Prey?
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
There's a lot of some of the stuff she the material.
So
the
do you think she's more comfortable in the role now
yeah,
that she can?
There's a stunt sequence in this movie where she is absolutely fucking fire. Mm-hmm. But in the context of what's like of the screenplay, like that's where it falls. That's where it falls short for me for her. That's why I'm not sitting here talking about Margot or Harley. Harley was my favorite character from the movie.
Yeah,
it's her material. But as far as her performance, dude, yo, there's a stunt sequence and you guys are gonna see it. It's pretty fucking fire.
Of all the characters, of all the characters in this movie that's coming out in half an hour, who got the shaft?
Well, hold on. I want to hear from from Phil.
Oh, my favorite.
Phil, yeah.
Okay, so
Harley Quinn, yeah.
I think it's personally Birds of Prey. Honestly, I mean, I know exactly what sequence Anthony's talking about because we've talked about it, but it doesn't work for me all the way, and you guys will see it once you guys see it.
It felt like for Birds of Prey that Margot's character was the only one that was actually given any attention or love or care, or they only gave a shit about her, and every other character was just sort of ancillary.
It's the same kind of thing with The Last Jedi in that you can tell where Rian Johnson favored characters in the script and where he did not, in the same way that Christina Hodson favored characters in the Birds of Prey script over other characters in terms of writing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, for example, in The Last Jedi, you could absolutely tell that he absolutely wanted to write for Luke Skywalker, Rey, Ben Solo, and that nonsense with Snoke. Whereas in Birds of Prey, you can absolutely tell that Christina Hodson was writing for Harley Quinn and more or less, Black Canary. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah,
and, Ewan McGregor.
But do you think the general audiences are, because you said the audiences were loving it, like this?
Yeah, they did.
Shall goes for the cheap jokes, and that might be fine for general.
The thing
audiences.
is like I was thinking about that because it was an exclusive screening, so it was like not necessarily people like us who are probably on Twitter, but people who just get stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So whether or not you could consider them general audience, I'm not entirely sure, but considering
I used to go to those same people show up for everything and cheer for everything.
Right.
and there were people
free
there,
movies. Woo!
There were people there.
It's always better when it's free.
At my screening that were in the movie. Like there were people at my screening that were showing pictures on their cell phone. They were soldiers on the set. You'll see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they had a little bit of bias because they were in the film.
I don't know how many of them were, but I know when I was in line, there were a few people around me.
See, this movie sucks. If I'm in the movie, it's the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
And they were like, "Yo, we got to watch this Suicide Squad with Dave Bautista."
He was in the theater with us.
The theater was. That's how big it was.
Yeah, he had on this shirt with like a 4. I don't know what the fuck it was.
He wore a Zack Snyder Justice League shirt. That's how you know. Yeah, he wants to be Bane.
What?
I wish he
would. He wants to be Bane.
He wanted to be Bane. Yeah,
he does. Yeah.
I didn't like.
I don't know. Can we call it past tense? Because
what?
He wants to be Bane, but now that we're here.
Oh.
Did he want to be Bane, or does he still want to be Bane?
Batista, is it really like he doesn't really like what happened to his Drax character? I thought he was like buddy with Gunn, but now he's like,
No, I think Gunn was like, even on the social media when they said that they didn't ask Dave Bautista for to come back and portray, or use his voice in the What If or whatever the hell. Yeah. Then James Gunn was like, "Oh, really? They didn't ask you? Like, hey, yo, I'm still doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so I still gotta, I gotta be nice to you." That's what I saw. I was like, "Oh yeah,
it's just true." Like, hey, so I have this project in DC. I'd love to bring you over. But okay, so that leads me to another topic that I did want to bring up.
I think Bane could have been on the fucking Suicide Squad.
Really?
You know,
Yeah.
Batista was like asked for the Suicide Squad.
Cut me off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can only imagine what role it was for too.
But I mean, Hamada already said that they want him back, and they have
more
projects
stuff
for him, more stuff for James Gunn. Now, having said that, do you guys think that James Gunn is going to be their new Zack Snyder, their new architect?
No. I don't think they'll give him that much. But go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
I don't. No. And I think this
Feige,
this weekend is going to
Feige was building him up to take over the MCU.
See, we don't want artists and directors interfered with, but James Gunn, he's kind of someone you want to put in check a little bit because of his past trauma. He likes to push the boundaries naturally. So I mean, but that might be why people are laughing.
I mean, you're going to get a Superman movie with a bunch of dick jokes.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's fun. It's sometimes fun for YouTube and movie talk streams, but always in like general audience movies. Like I don't know, maybe
when
people
you hear
like
the comments that Toby Emmerich would tell his agent, like James Gunn, Superman. James Gunn, Superman. And to me, it's like he was already pitching the idea, like, hey, I want to give him one of the biggest IPs.
They did allow him. Yeah,
they did.
They were like, hey,
said,
you can do a Superman. He doesn't want a Superman. So I was like, okay. So, and I think the reason why he didn't want a Superman is because
he say something real quick?
Already did the other show. What was that called?
Better not touch Batman. Keep that shit with Matt Reeves.
I know.
I'm dead ass serious. He better not touch Batman.
Yeah.
Batman's like, I figured out the riddle. It has something to do with asshole.
I think
cue the rock music.
I think he went with the Suicide Squad because that was easy for him because he's done Guardians, he's done team up movies.
It wasn't a stretch.
And he can like you said, he can push the boundary because it's the Suicide Squad. But like I think I don't know. I think this weekend is going to be very telling for the.
I think with the Suicide Squad, he can take more liberties. He can be a little bit more risque, because it's not these properties here like Green Lantern, Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman, So like you have to approach those characters. I would hope with a different level of respect than just a Polka Dot Man or Ratcatcher 2 or Peacemaker or whatever. There's like, I don't give a shit about these characters. Do whatever the hell you want to with them. So yeah, I can see him having more freedom with that than these mainstay flagship type characters.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Hell yeah.
He can kill off characters in this and it won't matter. If you got Superman, that's a huge IP. It's like, okay, so if I take Superman, then I'm redirecting where the DC universe is going because he's one of the major characters. Yeah. So I think in that sense, he was like, "No, I'll just do Suicide Squad." That's
I think another reason was Brightburn, because he had helped out with that. It was good. It was good. I liked it, but I think that's the reason, or one of the reasons, probably why he did not do Superman was because he was just associated with that. And so he's like, I want to let me do something more fun, whatever, and I'll do an ensemble.
This that guns in there.
That's funny.
I think
that Condiment King versus Kite Man. So there you have it.
I'd watch that because that's dumb, but make it work. Yeah. I don't care.
What, Condiment King
versus Kite Man? Sure, why not?
That's the thing, though, is that kind of shit. It's like it doesn't lead anywhere. It doesn't do anything. It's just like, hey, that's kind of cool, whatever. And so
that's all it should be.
Well, if that's the case, then I mean,
that specifically, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Checkmate, Andre. He's like, fuck.
Integrity 101 is hellbent that Zach will direct ZSJL 2. Well, his name's on it, ZSJ. I mean,
He said, please. No. James Gunn is going to direct Zack Snyder's Justice League 2.
Bring the dog on the stream. I want to see your dog.
Well, she's being Callie, get over here. She's just like on the couch like this, just barking at the ceiling. She's not even listening to me.
She's in heat.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, that's not happening. We got her taken care of.
finally in the early live stream. Yeah. We shifted around because it's surprisingly.
Yeah, I was.
We worked it out with the studio.
The studio squad.
I was like, "Are you sure you want to be doing this at this time? Because I heard it comes out and I want to watch it." Yeah, my wife's like, "What? You're streaming?"
No, surprisingly, HBO Max decided to drop this shit at this time, which they never do with anything. So
they never do with anything, but they wanted to make sure this movie in particular, they had a set time.
They were like, you know what? We haven't had a lot, and they knew that Anthony had already seen the movie, so they were like, we've got nothing but negative press from the four nerds. And they're probably
the ruiner of streams.
Callie. The ruiner of streams.
I have a channel. Go sub.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, you should have your dog on your streams. You'd have more engagement.
She does. When she barks and ruins them all. It's her fault.
But,
she's sitting on the couch barking at the ceiling.
Yeah, she went right back to it. Oh God, Callie. She's
as an MCU fan, gives going Fantastic Four. See, I would hope that their new Fantastic Four movie doesn't have Dr. Doom in it. I would hope that they don't use.
Why would you not want Dr. Doom?
No, because all of the others started off with him. Give me something fucking new. Hey, give me a separate Dr. Doom. Give me a separate Dr. Doom movie where it brings up his.
I'm preparing my demo reel. I've been keeping Dr. Doom alive. I've been keeping Dr. Doom.
I can agree with Ryan.
Max is right there with Scott Fowler.
Yeah,
you know what I want to see?
Look how it worked out for Batman when Christopher Nolan did Batman Begins. He saved the Joker for the second part. Saved Dr. Doom for the fast.
That's true. That's true.
Do that.
And what they could do is they could build up Dr. Doom to where he's they give him his own movie. And introduce him to other characters in the Marvel universe to go up against, so the audience isn't like, I've seen this before. Same. You're just packaging it different.
I'm all for villain movies. I think that is something that we're not getting enough of still, even though we had the Joker and Venom. Cruella.
No, I know they're doing a Fantastic Four movie. I just don't know if they're going to have Dr. Doom in it.
I hope Galactus be the first one, and then you move then Dr. Doom, which is their signature villain.
I'd be pissed if they kill Galactus in the first one. Like, oh, what? He's dead? There's no more Galactus?
I'm kind of hoping that Jonathan Majors is Reed Richards, from being totally honest.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
What do you think of all this Flash stuff coming out? Like all the Flash pictures and.
We did a deep dive into it. Me and Andre. What was it? Yesterday? No, it was on Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, it was Tuesday. On my channel.
And we think we may have cracked.
We think we know pretty much what the story might be.
We think.
But to find out, you have to go watch my stream. So
go ahead and put the link in the chat.
I don't want to know.
but we talked. It was funny. We talked about it like an hour before the show, and we were like just deep diving into everything, all the stuff that we've seen, and we're like, I think we're ever going to handle all this.
Batman, no.
Oh no!
But see, this is what happens when you get James Gunn involved. Is that when they go, oh, James Gunn, Wonder Woman? No, you can't.
Okay, so say they decide to do a continuation of the Snyderverse and Justice League, but Zach's like, I'll produce it. I'm too busy with Netflix. Is there any director that you would be okay with? See, I would be okay with either Ben Affleck or James Wan.
Yeah, I can see them too. David Ayer. If David Ayer wants to come
back, I'm undecided on Ayer, actually. I want to see the Ayer cut first.
I'm going to go with Alan Heinberg.
Nice. Yeah. I mean,
I'm thinking Martin Scorsese.
No, he hates superhero
Steven
movies.
Spielberg.
No, he's doing a
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard. There you go.
Not a bad choice.
I'm just throwing names out there now.
Give me the name of another director.
Michael Mann.
Mark Webb.
Mark Webb.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I mean,
Ruben Fleischer.
So we're 15 minutes away from the Suicide Squad.
Well, it could also be who's the guy directed The Flash, Muschietti. Do you trust the Muschietti? I know we have issues with the writer.
I liked it. It was okay. It wasn't like phenomenal, but it was cool.
I will say this, that in that he can, if he's done it part 1 and 2, then at the very least he can juggle ensemble casts
Yep.
So that's a plus if you're handling any kind of team, no matter
I'd give
what.
him a Suicide Squad movie.
What about J.J. Abrams?
No.
What the hell is he doing? What is he doing at WB?
He's
honestly
sitting on his thumbs.
I honestly think that the Justice League Dark stuff is honestly more up his alley than anything in space.
Yeah,
like, but the thing
as far
is
as his
that like,
there's already
go,
a project that they've turned down, and that now I think he's going to go to Netflix because I mean they have the rights.
I mean, they gave him so much.
For him.
He's already signed like a big deal with Warner Brothers. He can't go to.
$500
I mean that honestly, in my opinion, that was the funds for Zach to have his production crew like take over and steer. Is they gave it all to J.J. Abrams because he has other properties besides superhero.
Yeah, but they did that before.
Okay, hold up. Quick question.
Yeah,
quick
okay.
question.
Gotcha.
Real quick, as far as when it comes to J.J. Abrams, I think J.J. Abrams is a great director. Everybody bases
he was an okay director.
The Force Awakens, and then he came in and had to clean up that fucking mess and make a movie to end off a 9-movie saga. And it was bad because he couldn't.
I have issues with episode 7 too. I mean, he put some stuff in there that like.
What I'm saying is, but that's all.
I like the Force Awakens.
I know.
Favorite of the
pre-Star Wars, Super 8 is
Super 8 was good.
Fire.
Super 8 was good.
The movies
What
he's
else did
directed
he direct?
outside of
I never watched Lost.
Well,
I watched Lost all the way through. It's pretty wild.
What I'm saying is,
he was only a producer in season 1.
People say JJ is whack because of the last 3 movies in the Skywalker saga. Don't give him credit for anything he's ever done before that, and they just want to say JJ's whack.
I thought the Star Trek movie he did.
I love
the first Star Trek that he did.
The first Star Trek was
really
good. The Star Trek Into Darkness was shit.
Yeah, that was all fucked up.
I liked it.
Like it was good.
Cumberbatch was.
He knows how to like put a group together, and then he doesn't know what to do with them.
Cumberbatch,
Doctor Strange. He was like I'm John Harris, but he wound up being Khan. So
everybody knew he was Khan. That's the thing. Everybody knew he was going to be Khan.
They're like, no, he's not.
Yeah, they're like, he's not Khan. He's not.
Before the multiple Spider-Men, that was the worst kept secret leading up to that movie.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Cumberbatch being Khan, not being Khan. Like they were like, oh, he's not Khan. It's like, he
is. Yeah. But the first one he did, Star Trek, the first one that JJ did, I thought that was
pretty dope. I like
Romulans. That was fire.
It had
was really good.
Thor was in
it.
Think,
he was.
Yes, he played. Yeah. So, like, with that being said, with JJ and shit to finish it off, it's just like the second one came out. Who knows what the fuck? It was there. Oh, yo, he was successful with the first one, so maybe there was some interference. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
I think like basing JJ's entire career off of the last 3 movies in an entire saga and saying he's trash. I can't. I
don't say he's trash, but in Hollywood, you're only as good as your last movie. You're only as good as your last project. But I don't think. I think yes, he does that mystery box shit. You know, he's sort of. I don't want to say he's a one-trick pony. I do believe that he does model himself after Spielberg, and that's who he wanted to emulate.
He loves like a Spielberg.
So I mean, I don't think that he's a horrible director, but I don't think that he deserves as much acclaim as he gets. I think that he's a rung, but I think his
tier he's on.
Yeah, the tier is just he's not quite there. He could be. He with more refinement he could be, but I don't think he's there.
Yeah, I'd say like don't give him my homie.
I'm waiting for the Justice League Dark stuff, but it's like dude, that went radio silent, man. I mean, that shit, that shit came out before the New Gods and the Trench, and that shit just got canceled this year.
Well, remember,
it might be canceled too. They just haven't said anything. You're just like,
well, no, because what's his face from Legends of Tomorrow is no longer going to be John Constantine.
Yeah.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
No,
the other guy.
Homeboy Matt Ryan. There we go.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. Yeah.
No, Matt Ryan. Okay.
But they're keeping him in the show, but they're going to create a completely different character from the play, and it's like, okay.
Why? Well, I don't get that, but yeah.
Because WB is still operating on the multiverse, but when it comes to using different characters, like, hey, you can't use him anymore because we're going to use him in this project.
Yeah.
But we have a multiverse. Yeah, we don't care.
They're like, I'm sorry, what?
what does that word mean? What? Yeah. No, get John Constantine out of there now because we're giving him to JJ. Tough shit, CW.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wish Jon Favreau would come over. That's someone else I trust.
Yeah, but he loves Lucasfilm, so.
Yeah, I think he's happy where he is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell, but you can tell by his.
He's very
Filoni.
Yeah, but he's very capable of making mass market that still has enough there for the hardcore.
Sure. I mean, you can tell by his waistline; he's not going anywhere. He
did the smart thing. He did something that wasn't the Skywalker saga.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as far as Star Wars goes, anyway.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean,
are we allowed to talk about Star Wars on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk Star Wars?
No, not really. There's nothing what's happening? Bad Batch,
baby.
Bad Batch. That's okay. That's Star Wars.
Let's see.
T minus 9 minutes till the suicide.
Star Wars wars.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
yes. Oh, that was such a good idea. It got derailed though.
Oh, what DC character would you give Jon Favreau to write, direct, produce?
What DC character?
I think he could do Superman too. If we weren't going to get Man of Steel, I think he could do that.
I would give him Deathstroke. I think he could make a pretty dope Deathstroke movie.
I think. He
could Andre,
a Green Lantern.
Yeah,
I like that.
Sure, yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. That's
so about that Blue Beetle. Everyone excited about Blue Beetle?
I am excited.
I was actually going to say.
Saggy Melons is very excited for Blue Beetle.
Oh, dude,
I hope that.
I would say.
I wish it was on the big screen.
I would actually like to see Jon Favreau do a like Ted Kord Blue Beetle with Booster Gold and have that be the multiverse movie. Like that. That's just my personal.
Oh, I know you guys aren't even talking about. Who's here excited about Titan season 3?
I am.
If the thumbs downward pirate or not.
I'll watch it, but
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it.
Hell yeah, Jeff Johns!
I'm not excited.
No,
I'm excited to see what they do with a bit. I mean, it's probably not a majorly bigger budget, but it's for sure more money than they were getting doing it on DC Infinite. Like, you know what I mean? As far as production value goes.
Pop Cultured Corner said he already saw it, and he says it's so much better than the first two. And he liked the first two seasons.
He saw season 3 already, or saw?
Yeah, I don't know. He's got some connections.
Must have got a screener.
Okay.
It does
start next week. That's right.
Yeah.
After time, yo, Titan season 2. I think they ended it not that well.
It's really sad when your butchered to shit season 1 finale is somehow better coherently than your season 2 finale. Because when your season 2 finale ends on Donna Troy dying by electricity of all things, what were you thinking?
I
almost forgot that I watched it.
I am excited for it though. I'm looking forward to like when it comes out and seeing it and shit because
I'm skeptical about the whole Red Hood thing. With the Joker and all that. I'm like, I know.
That's true. Are they actually bringing the real Joker in? Or
so one of my favorite Batman story. One of my favorite Batman, if not my favorite Batman story, is A Death in the Family. So I'm very curious to see how much of that of the elements of A Death in the Family come to play here. Because I mean, we saw the Joker beat him with a crowbar in what looks to be
I don't think they're going to use race or anything like that. Any sort of mystical thing. I think it's just going to stay in Gotham. He's not going to die. But I don't know.
I think it's going to be like an Arkham Knight situation. He's probably going to fake his death or something.
Yeah,
that's my guess, but I don't know.
But I mean,
I know something about that show, but I'm not going to say what happens.
If they do
I would prefer they wait. But
if they do bring in another Joker, is this something that people are going to mock if it's really not done well, or should they have brought in Leto?
It's going to be really sad if they do Joker before Batman.
Brought in Leto to the TV show? No, I don't. He wouldn't have done that. There's no way.
He'll be like, no,
Universe a little bit. I don't know.
All right, you guys. So
they were like, yeah, you can use my stand-in.
Okay, you guys. Final thoughts. The Suicide Squad.
I don't have final thoughts on it yet.
Are you pumped?
To watch it. No, I was pumped until I talked to ACS in Unfiltered.
Yo, dude,
Barker,
you still might like it. You still might like it. Man.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man, you still might.
Yeah. You still might like it. We didn't like it. Well, you might.
Yeah.
You haven't even seen it yet. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
He's saying
I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I want to watch it.
Okay, Ryan.
Ryan just discredited himself immediately.
I hope you enjoy it.
I hope thank you.
People were asking if we're going to do a live stream of it. No, I'm not planning
a live stream of the show.
No,
no. Suicide Watch.
Do you want to get your?
No, the only way you can do it is it'd be a stream of me watching it with no sound. Me like, oh wow.
All you see with Andre.
I mean, honestly, that might be a better watch, but.
Damn.
Let's go watch it with
open mind. Sorry.
My mind is wide open.
Yes, watch it with open mind.
100%.
A few minutes and it'll be live on HBO Max, and you guys can go watch it. Now I'm excited.
I can't wait to see.
Look, man, anybody I've seen who said they liked it, I'm happy that they have. Like, I am happy that you had a better experience watching it than I did, because that's what it's all about. Really, it's like, just because I didn't like it, and that's the problem therein, the lies therein is that people who don't like it expect you to not like it, and if you do like it, then fuck you. That's not my attitude at all. If you love it, I'm very, very happy that your experience with it was better than mine. And
it's the same way for people who like it. You know, hey, good on you. People who don't like it, hey, good on you. You know, I mean,
exactly.
A lot of people, like you're saying, just they crap and you're like, oh no, that was a great movie, and like, no, dude, it doesn't resonate with me. So
it would be one thing if we were like shotgunning our opinions left and right about how much we did not like it, or like, you know, review bombing. It's like, no, I'm not about that shit.
No.
Okay.
You know, I went in with I'm not going to watch it.
I really wanted to like this movie. I did. I just unfortunately did not. But you know, it happens.
All right, DC Talk, man. Enjoy the film.
Take it easy.
I hope you like it.
All right, man.
Andre, this might be the best time to use your OnlyFans.
I know I should, but unfortunately, I have stuff going on at home right now, so I got contractors in my house, so like I have to go attend to them, and then I got to go watch this movie somehow. It's gonna be interesting.
Yo, before we wrap up, like real quick, a shout out to Phil's shirt.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh,
that's right.
I want to see the four nerds like that. And
dude, that'd be fire to film something like that for just shits again. Shit would be fucking great.
An old lady night gear. Like
Dawson would have to be Estelle.
Oh shit. But yeah. So yeah, that's the show, guys.
It's Anthony's Betty White.
Betty White.
What? Hey, she is the only one that's still alive. So
I resonate with Dorothy the most.
Oh yeah, she is. Huh?
Yeah, she is. Yo,
can you get her for four nerds?
That would be fire beyond like any level of fire. Yo,
yeah.
Matter of fact, all right. Yo, you know what else is weird? This is the weirdest shit ever. Is that the other three died 2009, 2010, 2011. About the same time of year too.
Yeah.
Oh no! What are you saying?
I'm just saying.
Get her quick for the four nerds.
Okay. Whoa. Andre is B. Arthur. Yeah.
B. Arthur. Whatever.
All right, you guys. Yeah, we appreciate you guys watching. Obviously, been a shorter episode of the show, but we also understand that like you guys want to go watch the movie.
Yeah.
It is now in a minute. It's going to be live.
From you two hyping it up so much.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be beautiful.
Well, you might like it.
It's going to be the best DC movie you've ever watched, guys. Watch it.
Come on, it's like, we got a plan. We got a plan. Here it comes. And it's on now.
Like I've started ending my show, and I'll end this episode as well like this because I'm running it. What you've seen is our opinions. If you agree with our opinions, thank you. If you don't agree with them, thank you. If you can live in the same space with us and not agree, but still be friends, we love you. We appreciate you watching. But if you're one of those hard-headed knuckleheads out there that just fucking has to be your way or the highway, I send this message to you. 4 nerds out.